We are from Section 7, Group 3. I am Annur Anasabrenna binti Ishak, metric number BM18110083. The chosen film for our film critic presentation is Madu Tiga, or in other words, Three Wives. It is a black and white romantic comedy Singaporean film released in 1964 and directed by P. Ramlee, a well-known icon in the film industry. The key actors starring P. Ramlee itself, Ahmad Nisfu, Sarimah, Zara Agus, and others. This film had also won the Best Comedy Film in the Asian Film Festival 1964. For the plot, the story depicts Jamil, who are already married to Latifah for 12 years and decided to marry the second time with Hasna, but ended up busted. Latifah and Hasna does not have a good relationship. Unable to face the problems that he had caused, the cunning Jamil teamed up with his funny yet supportive father-in-law Haji Latif to amend with his two wives and to plot his act of dishonesty. Later on, Jamil fell in love again and married his third wife, which is Rohani. However, the three wives does not know they have lived in a polygamy this entire time. So the story continued on how the truth discovered and who ended up with Jamil. To summarize it perfectly, it is the downfall of an unfaithful and lying husband who married three women. The question is, does love prevail in the end?
My name is Flavia Jikula. My metric number is BM18110027. One of the things that I like about the film Madu Tiga is the clothing worn by the characters in the film, which include the baju Melayu, the kebayas worn by the women, and also the women's unique hairstyle, among other things. Other than that, I also enjoy Rafi's hilarious antics, especially the one where he only resort to saying the phrase "kasian" instead of trying to make up lies by himself when he was being questioned about Jamil's injuries by the people around him. Though his reply to their questions caused him to be accused of being crazy or possessed by evil spirits. Through this, I can see that Rafi is very loyal towards Jamil, his boss, and willingly helps Jamil with his problems. What I dislike about the film Madu Tiga is the lack of honesty and communication between Jamil and his wives, especially his first wife, where he doesn't even ask for her opinion and consent in marrying another woman. The same thing happens to his second wife. This feels as if the wife's opinion didn't matter as long as they didn't find out. And I also dislike how he include Rafi in his problems, though Rafi willingly helps him. I think that this kind of problem should be solved between Jamil and his wives without the presence of another party. My overall impression of the film Madu Tiga is that it is a classic film. It is very entertaining and filled with comedy, a light-hearted comedy, but still has those several hidden moral values. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ramizan Roslan and my matrix number is BM18110085. The one thing that I like about this film is when Rohani find out about Jamil, that Jamil has already been married to two other women. It was the time when the three of them are hanging out in Rohani's house, and Hasna asked Rohani to come inside to do some refreshment on herself, and Rohani led the way, and he saw a picture, a friend picture, on the hallway that is facing the wall because Jamil has turned it face the wall, and Rohani turned it to face outside so people can see it, and Hasna saw the picture and saw the man inside the picture that is standing next to Rohani is Jamil. So Hasna also told told Latifa to come inside the house and see the picture, and that's how Rohani find out that Hasna and Latifa is her co-wives. At that time, Rohani is very disappointed at Jamil because he did not tell the truth. But despite that, Rohani figured out that the three of them should not be fighting over a stupid thing about Jamil, but about how they did not know that the three of them are all co-wives. But then Rohani said that they should find Jamil and sort this problem out, and the three of them cooperate and to find Jamil. That is what I like about this movie, despite of the three of them being misunderstanding altogether. The one thing that I don't like about this movie is Jamil character. He is a two-faced liar. He lied to Latifa to marry Hasna, and he lied to Hasna to marry Rohani. And after the three of them come together and find Jamil, Jamil also mentioned that he wants to divorce the three of them. He is a coward because he don't want to face the truth that he made. He married to three women, and don't want to face the fact that the three women are attacking him for not telling the truth. And I think that's all about what I want to say, the thing that I like and I don't like about this film. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Mawaddah binti Jisma Huzaid with the matrix number BM18110074. So for this Madu Tiga film, there is a few positive aspects that I found and I would like to comment on. First of all, I could say this movie actually brings out the real life situation that is happening among the society in Malaysia, even though minority experiences it. So then some situations, some husbands, just like Jamil, marries in secrecies and cause problem among the wives. So I think this movie really brings it out what's the problem in polygamy in our society, and it succeeded in making it in an entertaining way so that us as the viewers can enjoy it even though it's a heavy topic, polygamy. Then other than that, the music that is used in the movie is inserted at the correct scene and at the right scene where us as the viewers find it very enjoyable. Then I would like to speak about some of the negative aspects in the movie where the filming techniques that is used in between scene changes, I find it somehow long and boring. From where the scene is, from the start of a new scene, there is a long time taken to actually where the acting actually happens. So me as a viewers find it somehow boring and make me lose focus easily. Then I would like to give overall impressions on this movie. It is an entertaining film that can be watched by all generations, and actually the humor in this film is somehow relatable with the society and make us as the viewers can be more engaged in this film. So I find this movie as an enjoyable and a light movie to watch. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tuie and my matrix number is BM18110063. So for me, what I like about the film Madu Tiga is that the plot of this film is based on a real situation that occurs in Malaysian society, which is polygamy. And polygamy is a quite serious and heavy issue. However, this film has been able to deliver this topic in a very cheerful and comedic ways, thus making this topic a little bit lighter and approachable. The overall flaw of this film is also very clear, so it is very easy to understand and it can reach a wide range of audience. And the setting for this film is also set in a Malay culture, as we can see from the characters' names, and there are Malay houses and buildings inside of this film, so the viewers can feel closer and more relatable to this film, thus making the viewer enjoy this movie more. However, there are still some things that I don't agree with this film. In my opinion, this film portrays a very bad example of male dominance. For example, the main character, Jamil, has a very bad habit of lying to get through his ways, and he even managed to lie to 3 women. And the worst part is, even with all those lies, he didn't get punished enough for it. He still get away with it, and in the end the 3 women still choose to stay with him. And yeah, the very fact that the main character lied and still get away with it and still get what he wants in the end, I think it shows a very bad example of male dominance. My overall impression of this film is that it is a very good film regardless, even if there are still some things that I don't agree with, but it is a comedy film. It has a very good sense of humor and it makes you laugh. Thank you.
I am Avigarl Asis with the metric number of PM181100033. From the movie that we watched, which is Madu Tiga, I like that the movie portrayed polygamy in a comedic way, yet the characters still display various emotions and action that is happening in real life polygamous relationship. The polygamy is a very sensitive issue in our society, and not many people are willing to share the partner with one or several people. Through this movie, people can learn more about polygamy without the heavy atmosphere, but instead with funny characters and situations. For example, there is one scene in the movie where the main character Jamil searching for his baju Melayu button and asks his wife where she stole them. And in this scene, his wife keep asking him why he suddenly want to wear baju Melayu and also where is he going. But Jamil answer all the questions with funny lies. This movie also contains many moral values and lessons that we can implement in our life. Throughout this movie, we can see how Jamil built his relationships with his 3 wives based on deceptions and lie, but in the end, it all comes crumbling down. Just like the bahasa Melayu proverbs, which is sepandai-pandai tupai melompat, akhirnya jatuh ke tanah juga. But in this movie, I noticed that they repeatedly use a moving car as the transition scene from one to another. There is about 10 transition scenes using this method, and I think there is so many creative ways they can film the transitions rather than using the same technique over and over again. I also noticed that each scenes in this film is quite long. In every scene, the characters sang the whole song, which I think is not necessary. This makes the viewers feel bored by hearing the repeated lyrics in the song. I think only the part of the song, such as the chorus and the catchy part, should be sang to keep the viewer engaged with the story plot.
We have reached the end of our presentation. Our overall impression of Madu Tiga is that it is an entertaining film with humor that are relatable to society, but touches heavy topics such as polygamy in a comedic way, with hidden unless analyzed moral values. Overall, it is a timeless classic that can be enjoyed with all type of generation.